What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another War Within video. Hope you're all doing very well. Let's talk about everything you need to know about delves in season 3. This video might be a little bit late, but I wanted to compile my experience and stuff, and I've got a lot of really good tips for you here. So let's just dive right in. Everything you need to know about delves in season 3. First and foremost, there are portals to delves now, which is really cool. Every day these portals are going to change. It takes you to the 4 bountiful delves that are in the world. This middle portal takes you back to the Delvers headquarters in Dornegal. So this is in Tazavesh, the new zone. I'm up here. Okay. So again, this is the new area. You go to the new hub and you can go right to this zone right here. And there's going to be all the portals. Now, if you want to know where this is going to take you, just mouse over it. And in the bottom right corner of your screen, this says Nightfall Sanctum. This says the Underkeep. This says Archival Assault. This says the Tech Rathan Abyss, Rahan Abyss. So those are the 4 bountiful delves today. You can see, actually, no, they're not. Interesting. I just completely lied. Maybe I already did the one. I guess it'll take you to the zone where there's going to be a bountiful delve nearby. So my bad. I just completely lied there. But the sinkhole's that one. This is Nightfall Sanctum, I think, right? Yeah. So anyway, this will take you to a zone that's going to be close to any of the bountiful delves, most likely. I don't know why they did it this way, but anyway, it doesn't matter. There's the portals. They will take you close to a delve. It's probably the quickest way to get to the different delves, and you can set your hearth to Tazavesh, and then you can just hearth here, go back to the next delve, and just rinse and repeat like Mythic Plus, which is really cool. Okay, that's the first thing. Number 2, let's talk about the rewards, the reputation, and then the tiers of the delves that you want to end up doing. So if you don't know, tier 8 delves are the best that you can do when it comes to the reward structure. So I'm going to show you this chart really quickly. So we're just going to focus on this part over here, the actual delve part. Okay, I'm going to bring it right in the center of your screen. So bountiful delves, if you do tier 8, we're talking just about gearing right now, strictly about gearing. I'll get to the other stuff in a second. If you want to get gear from delves, do bountiful delves at tier 8. That is the best you can do. That's going to be because it doesn't scale beyond that, okay? In your vault on the next Tuesday, the reset, you'll get 694 gear in your vault. Very, very good. You'll get 684 champ track gear from the end of the delve itself. And then you can get heroic gear in your vault later on, okay? If you just want gear. If you want to get some other resources, like let's say the extra gilded crests, you need to go up to tier 11. Let me run over there really quickly and I will show you. Okay, so I'm at the sinkhole and we can see if I go up to tier 11, this pops up. This is the Gilded Stash that I just talked about. You can get extra gilded crests every week. You can do this on every character, actually. You can get up to 21. If you do 3 tier 11 delves, you get 7 gilded each time. 7 times 3 is 21. So you're going to get 21 gilded crests per week per character, which is pretty cool, right? Very nice. And also, just the Nemesis chest also gets upgraded once you get to tier 10. So if you go to tier 9, there's only 3 Nemesis packs in the delve. If you go up to tier 10 or tier 11, then you get 4 Nemesis packs in each delve, which upgrades the Nemesis chest to the highest possible degree. If you're interested in that, it's not the end of the world, but that's what you can do, okay? That's the Gilded Stash there. Now, one of the most important things that I want to talk about in this video is your Delver's journey. And there's been some confusion at the beginning of the season how this works. So each level of the Delver's journey will unlock something pretty cool for you. If you get to rank 2 of the Delver's journey, that is going to unlock for you the ability to use a map inside the delves, which is dropped from the Kaiveza boss. So let's say you're just running around and then you encounter Kaiveza. She just randomly spawns. That's what can happen, right? If you get her to 50% HP, she drops a little cache. You click on that cache and you will get a map, a Delver's map. You use the map, and at the end of the delve, you get an extra chest that has a heroic piece of gear. You can only do this once per week per character, but it'll have a heroic piece of gear for you, which is really, really good right now. You cannot use that map that Kai'Veza gives you until you're rank 2 on the Delver's Journey. You must get to rank 2 first. Then you can use the map. So be careful about that, okay? Be very, 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 very careful. You can't use Delver's bounties until you get to rank 2. Super important, okay? This is also possible if you have the new item. I don't have it on me right now, of course. I'll have to go look at it in a second. But there's an item you can buy for 2,000 undercoin that will allow you to do the exact same thing. Basically, you can spawn Kai'Veza at the halfway point in the dungeon. You can fight her. You can get a map, yada, yada, okay? Must be rank 2 in order to do that. Remember that. If you get to rank 3 of the Delver's Journey, at the end of a delve, you will get this new vendor, which is really cool. So I'll show you right here. You walk in, I'm getting all my chests, yada, yada. And then there's a vendor standing there. And the vendor will sell you trinkets for 2,000 undercoin. Now, they are champ track trinkets. That's a hard thing to say 5 times fast. So you can see they're champion level trinkets. He only has 4 trinkets available each time you encounter him. And he has a pool of trinkets that you can pull from. But again, he's only selling 4 at a time. So somebody did the math on this, and apparently every day this vendor will swap out his inventory, and every trinket appears twice per week. Okay? So like on Monday, there'll be 4 trinkets, like 1, 2, 3, 4. On Tuesday, there's going to be 4 different trinkets. But on Wednesday, the trinkets that showed up on Monday, some of them will reappear. Some of them will show up again. Every trinket will pop up twice throughout the week, and then it resets on Friday, and I guess we start again. I'm not really sure how that works. But the point is, these are the trinkets that you can get from this vendor. You have to do a tier 9 delve, and he will show up at the end. And again, you must be rank 3 on the Delver's Journey, and then go do a tier 9 delve, and then he'll show up. And then you can buy a trinket, okay? The reason you might want to buy a trinket is because their champ track, which goes up to 704, I believe, all the way to 704. That's pretty good right now. And once again, if you you can get any of these trinkets here. There's 2 trinkets in particular that I think you might be interested in. If you're a DPS character, from what I've seen, the Essence Gorger is very, very, very strong. So if I go to like Blood Mallet, for example, Mallet. If I go here, you can look at, let's say we look at like Frost Decay. Frost Decay, if you look at the trinkets that they want, you can see it's down here. The Essence Gorger is right here. It's not the best trinket in the world, but it's not bad, actually. If we look at like Ellie Shaman, it's actually not too bad. It ends up being their 4th best trinket is this Incorporeal Essence Gorger, okay? So I've looked at a bunch of different DPS. This is a pretty decent mid-tier trinket to like top of the mid-tier trinket. It's never going to be your best trinket, okay? But it's not bad at all. That is this Essence Gorger down here for DPS characters. You get a champ track one basically for free if you just farm the Delver's Journey. I'll tell you how to do that in a second. For healers, Twisted Mana Sprite is insane in my opinion. It is very strong. Best healer trinket in the game right now. If you want a pure healer trinket, I'm telling you, I've used this in a lot of my keys. I already have one on my evoker, and you can see this is a calculation right here of like all the healing that I've done in like Mythic Plus dungeons and delves over the past like 12 hours, let's say. This is like a snapshot of that. And Twisted Mana Sprite is my 3rd. It's almost my 2nd highest heal, okay? It has a healing component and a shielding component. That's why it's so strong. In my opinion, if you're a healer and you don't have this Twisted Mana Sprite, you're kind of trolling, for real. I'm going to use this in Raid. I'm going to use it in Mythic Plus. I'm using it everywhere, okay? So just a little snapshot of that. Twisted Mana Sprite is very good, and then the Incorporeal Essence Gorger is very, very good. Remember, you have to be tier 3 to unlock this vendor, and then you can get champ track of these trinkets, which is super, super good, okay? So how do you get experience on your Delver's Journey to get to rank 3 like I have here? Well, primarily, you want to do bountiful delves. That is the best way to do it. If you do a tier 8 bountiful delve, you'll get 150 experience towards your journey. If you do a tier 11 delve, you'll get 250 experience. towards your Delver's Journey. So the best way to do it, really, is to get on your main character, go do 4 Bountiful Delves. Okay, actually, you can do any of the Bountiful Delves. You don't even have to, like, loot the Bountiful chest at the end. You just have to do the Bountiful Delve, okay? And you'll get this extra experience. If you do a regular delve, you don't get any experience towards the Delver's Journey. That's been, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I did a buttload of regular delves, and I didn't get any experience towards the Delver's Journey. So go do Bountiful Delves every day on your main character. If you have, like, alt characters, you can go do it on them as well. Do it at tier 11, because you'll get the Gilded Stash, you'll get the Bountiful Coffer, which is cool. So if you have some coffer keys, you can do that. But you'll get the extra Gilded Crest, which is really good. And you're going to get rewards towards the Delver's Journey. So go do the Bountiful Delves on your main. Go do the Bountiful Delves on your alt. They all contribute to the same Delver's Journey. It's account-wide, okay? So you can do this actually pretty quickly. If you're able to handle tier 11 delves, and you can do it on, like, basically 3 characters is what I did. I did it on my Evoker, my Paladin, and my Hunter. And I got to tier 3, and I basically just did tier 11 delves back to back. I did a bunch of tier 8 delves as well. Bountiful delves. And I got here. I don't know how long it actually took me. It might have taken me like 12 hours of playing in total, 10 to 12 hours, but I wasn't really focusing on it. You could do it much faster, I would think. Then you get to tier 3, then you can go get this guaranteed trinket from this NPC, okay? What does it look like? Let me show you really quickly. What are you looking for when you're in the delves? This thing right here is the flicker gate. That's called a flicker gate, okay? So this is a very small little portal. You're looking to go get this thing, okay? You have to go click on it. What happens when you click on it, Zuko? I'll show you right now, okay? Run over here, yada, yada. Okay, so when you go over here and you actually click on it, there's 3 possibilities that can happen when you click on it. Number 1, it'll just tell you that you got a bunch of resources in a chest waiting for you at the end of the delve. That's number 1. That's what can happen, okay? So there's a chest at the end of the delve. I'll show you the chest in a second. Number 2, a mini Kaiveza boss fight can spawn. That's what happened to me right here. So again, Kaiveza is the delve seasonal boss. You can get a mini version of her right here that's not very hard to kill at all. Once you kill her, she puts mats and resources in a chest at the end of the delve. The third thing that can happen is you can click on this and it can spawn a gateway. Now I'm going to talk about the gateway right now, but we're going to kill Kaiveza really quickly. And then you'll see it'll show on the top of my screen. Shadowed flickering spoils will manifest upon delve completion. That's a chest at the end of the delve. Okay, got it. Now, watch this cool jump, by the way. I just want to show this off. Absolutely poggers jump, and then you run around the edge here. This is the stuff. This is why I make videos, is to show you guys this kind of stuff. Okay, whatever. We're going back to the flicker gate. Oh yeah. Really quickly, the best brand powers that you can use, in my opinion, are Hatarang, and then the really quickly. Let me just show you. Really quickly. I'll go back to this in a second. Oh, that's the sinkhole. Hatarang is amazing. And then the second best, or the utility curio I think that you should use is... Nope, that's me summoning Bran. Is this thing here, the Battered Aegis. So I have all these things at purple, like epic quality, because I've been doing delves till the cows come home every single day. Battered Aegis and Hatarang are the best 2, in my opinion, right now. They're very strong, okay? You can see how much damage Hatarang just did there. Okay. So the Flicker Gate is the small little portal that can spawn Kaiveza or can just give you stuff, okay? The gateway is this thing right here. That flicker gate, by the way, that little portal, it can turn into a gateway. That's one of the options. But the flicker gate and the gateway are different. So just keep that in mind. This is the gateway. This is really cool. This is a new mechanic that can send you into a different realm, okay? When you click on it. Boom, I go into the different realm. And now I'm going to finish the delve in this realm here. I'm never going back. I'm not going back to the regular delve. I'm finishing it this way. So every one of these like gateways takes you to this ethereal routing station is what it's called. And it'll give you new objectives to do. So sometimes I've had 3 bosses to kill in here, like back to back to back, just triple bosses. Sometimes it spawns a bunch of ads like this. Sometimes it will, I pulled everything here like an idiot, by the way. I shouldn't have done this. I should have bubbled, actually. I would have been fine, but I messed up. Look at how much damage Bran's doing. Bran's doing 3 million damage right now because he's a DPS and because he's using Hatarang. You can see the hats that he throws on everybody right now. Watch this. Here comes Hatarang. Woo, look at all those hats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hats. He throws them and watch his damage. It goes boom. So anyway, that's what you do. I die like an idiot. Point is, there's different encounters in this ethereal routing station. There's going to be different objectives that you have to do. And once you do them all, you're going to be good to go. By the way, you can use, there's these like Santa sleighs that go flying through here. If you drag enemies into this area, they'll get hit by these boats and they'll die. Just like that. So it's, you can use your environment to help you. Okay. I have to kill this big guy. That's my, I have to actually fill this bar. But this guy, I kill him. I fill the bar and then it's over. And then I go to the room at the end. This is the treasure room. So once again, I'm going to talk about what's going on here. This is the extra flicker gate chest that I'm getting here. Okay. Shadowed flickering spoils. I click on this. It's just going to give you like a bunch of regular delve stuff. It doesn't give you anything crazy. It's just going to give you like normal delve kind of materials. Okay. Then I have my Nemesis strongbox here. I do believe as well, I was talking to Button, who's in my guild, really good friend, really great guy in the stream. Button was telling me that if you enter this extra zone through the gateway, it'll automatically finish the Nemesis chest. It'll upgrade the Nemesis chest to the highest level for you. You don't have to go and complete the Nemesis objectives. You just automatically get the completion of it by going in here, okay? Now, I don't have any coffer keys, so I can't open this bountiful chest, but that doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is, when I kill this big guy back here, I kill him right here, and then boom, you can see Delver's Journey. I got 150 Delver's Journey because this was a tier 8 delve. Remember? Bountiful delve. Remember, if it was tier 11, I would have got 250 points towards my Delver's Journey. So again, you must do bountiful delves every single day on multiple characters, and you will very quickly get to rank 3 on the Delver's Journey. And then when you do that, you're going to be able to go to this vendor here and buy a trinket if you're really looking for it. I would say from a healer's perspective, it is probably essential to go do this. I think it's essential because you're going to want to buy the Twisted Mana Sprite. I don't have it on my Paladin yet. I'm going to get it. Remember this, it's not in this inventory right now. This resets daily. So you're going to have to do it again every day at tier 9 until the vendor has the Twisted Mana Sprite trinket that you're looking for. I think it's an essential trinket. It is very strong. The other DPS trinket is also pretty good, but probably not essential. Okay. That's basically it. Okay. So number 1, there's portals in Tazavesh. Number 2, you want to go do tier 8 delves or above to get the best gear. If you want to get the best reputation, you need to go do tier 11 delves and you get 250 rep. The rep is going to help you to unlock the ability to use the maps, the Delver's Bounty maps, which are going to get you heroic items. Tier 3 is going to unlock the new vendor, which is going to have champion track trinkets for you. And anytime you see a portal, that little flicker gate portal, go click on that flicker gate portal. And then if you also see a gateway, the gateway is not guaranteed, but it can show up, but it's not guaranteed. If you see a gateway, go use the gateway and finish the delve that way because it's usually a lot faster. Okay. The flicker gates always show up in bountiful delves at tier 8 and above, I believe. So you'll always find one, but you won't always find a gateway to that extra zone. That's not always going to happen, but sometimes it can. Okay. That's basically your summary for the beginning of season 3. Bountiful delves. This is all the rewards you can get and the powers that I talked about and the extra stuff you can get with these two, rank 2 and rank 3. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. I hope this helped you. If you have any questions, let me know down below as well. I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I love y'all. I'll see you in the